Tonight, I'm very happy to speak to Italian-born and international star Nadia Lanfranconi. How are you, Nadia?
I'm very good.
Uh, Thank you very much for connecting with me. It's a pleasure really to talk to you. And you are now in Italy, correct?
Yes, I am.
Yes. Okay. Of course, I've been watching your music videos and your past filmography. I wanted to tell you something. I saw your YouTube channel, and the first music video is called "When You Are Free." It was
Oh,
posted.
I know.
Maybe you forget about it,
Yeah.
but when I saw it, it was posted on YouTube 11 years ago. Hmm? And the way it was shot, like it was you on the highway, stuff like that, you know. And I connected a little bit the story of the music video to you. I felt like the song, it's about an artist just arriving to Los Angeles, you know. So tell me about your
First song.
journey.
Yeah, that was
Tell,
the first thing. Yeah.
yes. Tell me about your journey and your decision to go to America, you know, early in your life. How did it
Well, to
go?
be honest, it was not in the plans. It was not part of my plan at all. I was living in Milan. I was having so much fun. And I mean, I knew about America, obviously, but I didn't speak English. I never thought, oh, I'm going to go there, because I have to say, in Italy can be so limited in the thinking sometimes. And unless somebody else brings the knowledge to you, you just wouldn't do it on your own. You wouldn't just go like, oh, you have to see it somewhere. And it just so happened that I've met someone who lived in Los Angeles, and it was a relationship which didn't last, but that was the reason why I moved to LA, was because I had a boyfriend there. And you know, Italians, they fall in love, they go everywhere. Otherwise, we don't move. Honestly, I was having such a good time in Milan. I had everything I wanted. Like, I had these amazing girlfriends, and we played rock and roll and in the band, and like, you know, we were young, and finally, you know, Milan is very international, but I didn't know anything yet, because when I went to the States, then a whole new world opened up, and it was a completely different world. So I remember coming back to Milan and being like, no, it's too small. So I don't want to say it happened randomly, because I believe everything happens for a reason, but it wasn't my decision. I didn't wake up one day and be like, I'm going to America. But I met somebody who showed me there was a possibility for me to go there. And to the question, would you like to go on the other side of the world, really far away from Italy? I was like, yes, please. I'm packing. Because I guess I was feeling a little bit frustrated with Italy's and the small minuses. And I'm sorry, there's like, I'm sitting on a really rusty chair, and every time I move, there's like a weird noise. It's like, oh my God, everything is rusty here, guys.
It's okay. But really, I want to tell you, I've been in Italy in different places: Rome, Milan, Taormina, Lecce, Brindisi, you know. And you know, in Italy, it's like in Egypt, a lot of things in common, you know. I mean, the building, people are very close by. We put the clothing in our balcony, you know, stuff like that from the heritage. But I think in LA, you know, I've been there as well, highways, everything is far away from each other. Tell me, how did you accommodated yourself, you know, to be there in the American style, and also the casting and looking for new roles, musical challenges. How did you accommodate yourself?
Okay, the first month I was in America, I cried every day. I was like not happy. at all. I didn't understand what anybody was saying. I didn't like the food. I was by myself all the time, didn't have friends. And I was like, this is horrible. And I had one girl that I knew from Italy, and she became my main source of, you know, understanding, because she already lived there for a long time. And once I got adjusted and I started learning the language, I must spend most of my time writing music. But then I used to be a host on TV in Italy on a rock channel. So it wasn't like anything new to be, you know, photographed or anything, but I've never modeled before. I've never done anything. Also because I didn't think I would be asked to do it. So when I asked me to do it, I remember the first time they asked me, hey, we're shooting a catalog. Do you want to be a part of this commercial shot? I was like, well, okay. And we pay you like $500 a day. And I was like, well, yeah. And I remember being on set and just watching what the other girls were doing. And I was like, oh my God, we used to play this game when we were kids in Italy. That was the game we used to play to, you know, copy the poses. Our moms, they used to read Vogue and all the fashion magazines. And we used to just look at the photos and copy all the poses. And, you know, that was a game for us as kids. And I was like, I know how to do this. I've done this my whole life. I just like kind of like study what other people were doing, and you could just kind of figure it out. And then from that, I was like, oh, so this can be a job? Oh, okay. So I don't have to just play music. I can do something else. Because I was very interested in TV and just film. And so I started going online and finding castings, and I just started going to castings. And I remember I booked one of my first castings. I didn't know how to behave. I showed up, I had all my like resume, paper, I don't know, and I just dropped everything on the floor. I was so embarrassed, and everybody was looking at me like, I was like, I'm sorry, all the other, you know, girls and guys. And then I was so nervous, and then I walked in, and it was a commercial for the city of West Hollywood. And I remember I was just being myself, and he was like, okay, it shoots in like 2 weeks. It's one day, and it's $1,000 a day. I was like, great. And I remember walking away and be like, oh my God, it was so embarrassing. I didn't know what to do. And I booked it, and I got the job. And I was like, what? Those people are crazy. But then that made me feel like, because it was one of the first castings. And I think if I would have felt disappointed, maybe I would have gave up on it. Because I was like, this is too stressful, and I don't know what I'm doing. But because I got the job, I felt like, I can do this. Oh my God, I can totally do this. And so that set up a tone, because you will be rejected so many times in this industry for castings and stuff, and you need to be okay with that. But the fact that I booked my first jobs immediately gave me the confidence to be like, oh, I can do this. And then, you know, you don't book it, you're like, it's okay, because I booked the other one 2 months ago. So that tells me that I'm capable. So I think I was lucky that when I started getting work. Otherwise, I think I would have just been like, no, being all down on myself.
Here, of course, you have two websites. You have NadiaLanfranconi.com, and also there is another website, Nadia Go Shot, where we have your different shooting magazines, and yeah.
I'm using that because now I have to say, with Instagram, a lot of people just go on Instagram and look at your photos there because they want to see what you look like in your personal life. So I have to say, now they're asking your Instagram.
Yes. Yeah. You did a lot of course, magazine cover and commercial and everything. Tell me, did you achieve what you aim to in cinema? You know, you did the lot of roles. I can see a lot of independent film, I think.
But I'll tell you something else about to.
Okay. Yeah.
I have a project right now that we were supposed to shoot in May, but it was postponed because of COVID-19. And because now I'm in Italy and he shoots in Spain, it looks like we might be able to do it. we'll do it, but it's just we don't know when. But now it looks like we might be able to do it next month, if everything goes well. And that is the role that I've been dying to do because it's so much fun. It's a cowgirl, but like it's a Western movie, and I'll get to, you know, be badass. Like she's not a weak woman. She shoots guns and fights the bad guys. It's really funny. And I read the script and I loved it. And I was like, oh, I can't wait to do this. And then we were delayed and I was like, oh no. And now that I'm here, it seems like we might be able to do it sooner. So finger crossed, I hope so. That is the movie that I can't wait to shoot and that'll make me happy and fulfilled, yes.
Yes, because I saw today as well an interview you did. You had a song, recent song called Italian Country Song, where you are a cowgirl, you know. And they were asking you in the interview, you know, about spaghetti songs and stuff like that. And, you know, telling me that you will be shooting in Spain. Most of the famous Italian spaghetti western, although they are Italian, you know, is Sergio Leone, they were shot in the desert in Spain, you know, as far as I remember. It was Clint Eastwood and Franco Nero and correct? So you will go to the
Yeah, right.
main, the desert in Spain, you know?
Yeah, yes, correct.
Do you think you can provide the song for the soundtrack of the film?
I think it's too modern for a Western film.
Yes.
And it's too personal because it's about me. But I can definitely write something else, no problem. I can write something a little bit more old school. In fact, I don't know if it's going to be possible because, you know, I'm not a director here, but I will suggest if there's space for the character to maybe the character has a moment where she sings something or plays guitar. I don't know. Like, I don't know if it fits. If it doesn't fit, never mind. But, you know, back then they used to like sit in front of the fire and play. Maybe
Yeah.
that would be a cool thing to do. Not, I would love to maybe write a song for it, for sure.
Excellent. Excellent. And, you know, I've seen also, I wanted to ask you why you didn't think of writing a song in Italian, singing a song in
I know.
Italian.
I will now that I'm here. It's so weird. I always liked the English sounding music. And I really liked Italian music. And I had songs in Italian before I moved, obviously. I had songs in Italian, but it's easier to write in English for me. I don't know why. Italian, sometimes it's really stuck. English flows so much smoother. But now that I'm here and I'm connecting with some friends and Italian singers that, you know, I haven't had a chance to see in person because I've been gone for so long. We're talking about a collaboration, and I think it's because I'm here, I should do a
Yes.
song, maybe half in Italian, half in English. We're talking about that right now.
Yes.
Yeah, why not? But I just like English better, I guess.
Okay, Nadia, I want to thank you very, very much for this interview. And I wish you all the best. And I hope next year we can screen your film in Egypt or somewhere else, you know.
Yeah.
And best wishes in your musical and acting career. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Grazie. Bye.
Great.